A mistake is an accident. Cheating and lying are not mistakes. They are intentional choices. Stop hiding behind the word mistake when you get caught. Hey everyone. So, as you might have guessed, today's episode will be on cheating. Today I was watching a YouTube video from Monica Church where she opens up about her boyfriend cheating on her, and it made me think this, of course, must happen to a lot of people. And so I wanted to share my experience with you guys and let you guys know how I've been cheated on, how it has affected me, and how I have grown from it. Now, usually what I've been doing is I write down notes on the episode that I'm trying to do, but today I'm just gonna go and give it out there to you guys. I don't have notes, I don't have anything. I'm just gonna speak my mind and hope this works. So, let's start with how many times have I been cheated on. I've been cheated on three times in my life. I started dating when I was 16, and I was in an on and off relationship for about 8 years, I want to say. 8 to 10, no. Yeah, maybe like 8 to almost 10 years, on and off. And during that time, I never knew that the guy who I was on and off with cheated on me while we were back on. If he had done it when we were off, then, it wouldn't have been a big deal because we weren't really official, if you want to say it that way. But the very last time that we spoke, he did bring it up to me, and he did tell me that he had cheated on me. He told me he had cheated on me when I was 24-ish, 25. And we had been talking about why our relationship hadn't worked. And that's when he brought it up to me that when we were around, I want to say 18, 19 years old, he had told me that he was at work one night. It was on a weekend, and he had actually gone out to see someone that he had been talking to, and he spent the night with her. And it did hurt, mainly because it was during a time where I thought our relationship was actually going to get somewhere. I actually really trusted him. Even though it was on and off, I felt like he was going to be the one for some reason. But once he told me he had cheated, everything just that's where I just ended everything. And we talked one time after that, actually. But he was just telling me that he had already found someone, so I don't even understand why he would waste his time in texting me, because our supposed to be last conversation was we weren't going to see each other or talk to each other ever again. And then a couple months later, he texted me to let me know he had found someone, and he was very happy. So that was the first time anyone had ever told me that I had been cheated on. Now, the second time that this happened was right after that, actually. I was dating a guy. I had met him online. And we had been dating for, I want to say, about 3 months. And we would see each other almost every single day. He would go over my house. We would, be outside. We'll be talking. We would talk on the phone every single day before I got into work. We would talk on the phone when he was out to lunch. We would talk on the phone when I went out to lunch. So we were talking so much that I never really thought it would be possible for him to ever cheat on me. But I was wrong. Um, I remember one day I was getting ready for work and I logged into Facebook. I had him on Facebook. And this lady had tagged him on a picture. Well, it was like 3 pictures. And she said, "Thank you so much for the lovely night. I had so much fun with you." And my heart just dropped. And I was like, what is this? Like, what is she talking about? I'm looking at the pictures. He's holding her, like he's hugging her. He's behind her. They took a picture. He gave her some flowers. He gave her a teddy bear. They went out to a concert. And I'm just shocked. Like, shocked. And I remember I sent her a message and I told her, like, you seem like a really nice person. The reason why I'm sending you this message is because I'm so and so's girlfriend. And she's like, "What do you mean? He never told me he had a girlfriend. I can't believe this." And I was like, "Well, I thought I'd let you know because you don't deserve for someone to do this to you, and I don't deserve for someone to do this to me." So then this guy has the audacity to text me and ask me what had I done. And I'm like, "What do you mean, what have I done?" And he's like, "You sent her a message and you told her about you." And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, we're in a relationship. You asked me out. We're official, supposedly me. And she's over here tagging you on, you guys went out last night." Mind you guys, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done for someone. He asked me for money because supposedly his mom in Mexico was so sick and she needed medicine and he was not going to get paid until the following week. And he wanted to know if I could let him some money and he would pay me back the following week. Not knowing that this broke ass motherfucker took my money, and I'm 100% sure he went out and took this girl to this concert with the money he had asked me to borrow. Then he told me that he was confused, that he didn't know if he should pick me or the other one, that what had I done, this is so rude, like, why couldn't I just keep my mouth shut? And I'm like, you know what, fuck you, fuck your stupid ass lies, I don't need this, go to hell. So he ended up looking for me a couple weeks after that, to see if we could see each other. And I was like, hell no. I'm not gonna fucking be hurt by the same person twice. You're stupid as fuck if you think I'm gonna be that stupid. So whatever. I stopped talking to him. And this was around, I'm gonna say like December. I don't remember what year, but it was like December. So then I started talking to this one new guy in, I want to say like February-ish. No, I had been talking to him before, like in January. And we kept talking, and around the end of February, I think, we decided we would meet. So then we met. We hit it off. It was, you know, we could talk for hours and hours, and it was just, you know, we had a really good bond. And so he asked me out. This guy was younger than me, by the way. He was 4 years younger than me, I think. And I've never dated anyone younger, so I was like, you know what? We get along. He's super cool. We can hold a conversation for hours and hours. He makes me laugh. Why not? I'll give it a try. So I started dating this guy. And we have been together for about a month. Something like that. It was like a month and a half to 2 months, something like that. And he knows one of my brother-in-laws. And my sister and my brother-in-law would share Facebook. So my sister sends me a message and she's like, have you seen what this guy just posted? And I'm like, what do you mean what this guy just posted? And she's like, look at this. So she sent me a picture. And he had been with the girl, I don't know where, and he had told me about this girl, but he told me it was over and he wasn't talking to her anymore. Long story short, he cheated on me. I ended up, I don't even remember if it was a girl who contacted me or I contacted her. I don't even remember this part, to be honest. Either way, we ended up talking. She ended up telling me that she had been dating him for a while now. And then she asked me how long had I been dating him. And I'm like, well, we've been dating for like 2 months, something like that. And he ended up texting me and he was like, please tell her that you're just my friend and that there's nothing going on between us. And I'm like, excuse me? First of all, you're younger than me. I'm not going to be over here lying for your dumb ass. Second of all, you think I'm going to lower myself just to make sure that you're taken care of? Bitch, bye. I ended up telling her the truth, whatever. And he was like, I could have kept both of you. Like, I really like both of you. We could have had fun. He's like, you guys didn't have to meet if you guys didn't want to. But I could have had both of you. I'm like, you are disgusting, first of all. Sorry, if anybody's in an open relationship and you guys agree with that, go ahead. But for me, no thank you. If it's not something that you spoke to me from the very beginning, that you were interested in an open relationship, and that maybe if I was interested in it, I would have agreed with you. But if you weren't honest with me from the beginning, what makes you think that right now I'm going to be like, oh, you know what, that's fine. Go ahead, keep her, and then see me whenever you have time. No, boy. I was 26 by that time. And I'm like, you're out of your mind. I am looking for something serious. And if you're not it, bye. Move on. I'll move on and it'll be fine. You guys, when you get cheated on, you question yourself so much. Like, am I not worth it? What am I missing? What don't I have? All of these things you start asking yourself. And for the 3 times that it happened to me, I asked myself, like, what is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? What am I missing? And I never asked myself, like, what is wrong with them? Like, they have a loyal ass girl who's down for them, who's gonna be there for them, who's gonna take care of them, and they're gonna decide to go out and cheat, or they're gonna decide to want to have 2 women at the same time. No. Of course, once you go through that, if you go through that once, it's already something that changes you so much as a person. Now imagine going through it 3 times. Like, that completely changes you. So when I got into a relationship with the boyfriend I have now, we had a lot of problems at the beginning because of that. Because it was really hard. And to this day, it still kind of is. But it was way harder at the beginning to trust him. Because I stopped talking to that last guy around the middle of April. And then I started talking to the boyfriend that I have now, I want to say, like, towards the end of May. And I had known him, I don't know if I've told you guys, but I had known him. I found him online about 4 years ago, I want to say. But nothing ever happened. And so 2 years ago in May, when I found him again, I was talking to him, and I told him everything I had gone through, and this was going to be tough on both of us because I needed to learn how to trust someone again, because getting cheated on consecutively, like, you could get cheated on once and then you go into another relationship, everything is fine, you guys end it because you guys each wanted to go your separate ways, and then you get into another relationship and then you get cheated on. Like, I feel like that wouldn't hurt as much as you try out 3 different relationships, and then the 3 different relationships you get cheated on. So it was really hard for me to trust him at the beginning, and he did tell me, he's like, so I'm doing everything I can in my part to have you trust me, to make sure that you know where I'm at all the time and all of this, yet you still don't trust what I'm telling you. It's not fair that I'm paying for something that someone else did to you. And that kind of opened my eyes, and I'm like, you know what, it's true. Like, I did suffer a shitload, you guys. Like, fuck. It hurt. Like, I would cry so much at night, and I would think, like, I'm not fucking good enough for anybody then. Like, these are 3 completely different men, completely different in every aspect, and I was still not good enough for them. They still needed to find someone else. And then I thought, no, I am good enough, and there's someone out there who wishes they had someone with all the different qualities that I had. And same with me, like, there's someone out there who has everything that I'm looking for. So why am I stressing over these men? Not even men, they're children. Because who goes out to cheat on someone? Like, I've always said, if you're not happy in a relationship, just bring it up. Don't be such a fucking coward. Just bring it up. Tell your partner that you're not happy. Let them know what needs of yours they're not fulfilling, so they can try. And if you see that they're not, after you guys have had the conversation, they're still not fulfilling your needs, then move on. Why are you gonna cheat? Why are you gonna put yourself or make your reputation a cheater? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really get what Annika was saying on her video. Like, it does hurt, and at the beginning it's the worst. You think about everything that could have gone wrong, but as the days go on, you start being able to think about things a little bit differently, and you start seeing other sides of the story, and you start opening your eyes to new things, and you start saying, unless it really was your fault, like, you didn't want to let them go, and you were stubborn, and you wanted both of you to stay in that relationship, and then he went out and cheated, or she went out and cheated, then I understand, because they already talked to you and they already told you that you're not meeting their needs, but you're stubborn and you don't want to let them go. But if you never brought it up to your partner, or if they never brought it up to you and they still went out and did it, like, that says way more about them than it says about you. So don't live on being cheated on for the rest of your life. Learn from it. See what else you can do differently in your next relationship to make sure that you guys have open communication. And anytime either of you are not happy, you guys can bring it up to each other and either do something about it or just let that person go, because you've done everything you can, they've done everything they can, and you guys are still not happy with each other. So I hope you guys take something from this, and that is that when you're in a relationship, make sure you guys have a strong foundation of communication. Make sure you don't go out and cheat on someone who you have not given the chance to fix the problem or to meet your needs. Make sure you speak to them first. They're not listening, move on. I don't find what's so exciting about cheating. Like, you're gonna get caught. One way or another, you're gonna get caught. And you're gonna end up losing, most of the time, you're gonna end up losing someone who was truly there for you and who truly cared about you. And who will do anything to make sure that you're happy. If you guys have any cheating stories, send them my way. I'll be more than happy to read them. And if you guys need any advice, I'm not an expert. I can just tell you my point of view on certain topics and go from there. I am working, like I said in the previous episode, on what to talk about with my sister so we can record an episode together. give you all of our point of views. And one of you guys said relationships and how different is each relationship from one another. So how different my relationship is from Anna's and Anna's from Erika's, and how Selena, being the only single one, sees how what she gets from each of our relationships and what she wants to incorporate into her next relationship. So I think that will be kind of fun. Don't forget to keep sending me topic ideas. I do read them. I do think about them. And like I said, I write things down, and if it's something that is inspiring me, if it's something that is really pulling me to do an episode, then I truly do sit down and record for you guys. Don't think I don't. I read everything you guys send. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Get ready for the weekend. It's almost here, you guys. I can feel it already. I will catch you guys on the next episode. Remember to always stay positive and be happy. Bye, guys.